Alex, it's every candidate's worst nightmare, facing a self-funder.
And they're just breaking out all over the country, and the state of Illinois in particular. You had this primary last night. This billionaire Bruce Rauner very narrowly won the gubernatorial nomination, and another self-funder, Jim Oberweis, a probably less electable self-funder, got the nomination to take on Dick Durbin.
Right, and Dick Durbin should probably skate to re-election. Really doesn't have much of a problem, but that's the one calculus that could change things. Actually force him to pay attention to his race, having a guy who can write endless amounts of checks back to his campaign.
The funny thing is, when you have two people who sort of have this profile on the same ballot. We saw it in California in 2010, where Meg Whitman spending $100 million plus to run for governor, Carly Fiorina spending a ton of her own money to run for Senate. It does kind of reinforce this perception that you've got like a rich guy ticket on one side.
That's right. And we've seen this a lot in governor's races. We're seeing it a little bit in Senate races. Terlin Land, the Michigan Republican candidate, suddenly is putting money into her campaign. That has really given Republicans some hope that she can keep up with the fundraising that Gary Peters, the Democrat, is raising and be competitive in that race. And that was one of the reasons why Republicans were skeptical of her at first, whether she would write checks back to her own campaign account. That's what she's doing now. Now she has a chance of winning.
But you see these candidates from time to time who the party thinks they're totally lame, not really worth supporting, and then their financial disclosure
hey, they're not so bad,
out, right? It's like that. It's that like old George Bush line, right? Like some people call them the elite. Like we call them the National Governors Association.
That's right. You can't always buy an election.
But you know what? The local TV stations do very, very well.
That's right.